Hi, I'm Libby Gibson, Town Manager. Welcome to What's Going On in Town Government. For our visitors, we have a very active town government. You may not notice it in your enjoyment of the island, but we're quite busy. And for our residents, I just try to give you a little idea of what's going on in town government and give you some idea of where you can get additional information. So we haven't had a meeting for a week or 2 weeks, I guess.
2 weeks, yeah, we just
And
had one.
now we're back to our regular weekly meeting schedule on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock at 4 Fairgrounds Road in the community room. We met last night, the Board of Selectmen, and we had a couple of announcements. There's a voting day today, the Mass State primary. The Nantucket Suicide Prevention Coalition announced that September is Suicide Prevention Month, and the board read a proclamation in relation to that. And there was an announcement about the Island Fair. The Island Fair is taking place next Saturday and Sunday, September 15th and 16th at Tom Nevers Field. And there's going to be a lot of activities and fun things to do. There's a pet show, do you know?
Yes.
And guess who the judge is?
You. Good for
I was
you.
the judge last year too. It's really fun. And on Saturday at 11 o'clock, Senator Wolf and Representative Madden are supposed to be here to answer questions about this joint committee that they're on, this legislative committee that relates to agriculture and natural resources. There's something else, I can't remember. Anyway, if there are questions about those areas, we'd love to have people come out and ask them. Let's see, what else did we do? They made some appointments. The big thing was, well, we talked about the status of the fiscal 12 audit. That is in hand, underway, doing well. We talked about special town meeting warrant articles, and the board will adopt the special town meeting warrant next week. This is for a special town meeting on October 27th, primarily for some budgetary issues, but there are also some citizen warrant articles, some zoning articles, and some real estate articles that have been added. But the big thing was the board decided not to have a special election.
Wow.
To fill the seat vacated by Whitey. And they, there were a few reasons. They talked about it back and forth. I think they were a bit torn as to what to do, but they ultimately said, we're not going to do it.
Well, they wanted to in the first place, and so now what was the reason why?
Well, there were a number of reasons. One was the cost of an election. One was the scheduling of an election and when it could be scheduled. It seemed as though the earliest time that was convenient for the town clerk was probably the end of November. And I think there was a feeling that December, January, February, March, and the holidays, and launching already into the warrant at that time, they just, I think, felt not to upset the apple cart kind of a thing.
Well, what could the problems be? I mean, obviously,
the problems could be
vote.
like the voting. If there's a conflict and people have to abstain, and if there might be quorum issues, which they talked about all of that, and they talked about even trying to coordinate maybe vacation or away schedules so that there's not more than one of them away on a Wednesday at a time. In any case, those were some of the things that they talked over. So no special election. Next week at our meeting, we are going to be talking about, they're adopting the warrant, as I mentioned. They're going to be getting a rather comprehensive wastewater management planning update. And we had a report, I mentioned this a while back, about, was that Joseto that just rode his bike by?
Actually, I wasn't looking.
He rides his bike everywhere, and he just makes me laugh when I see him on his bike because he rides around with his giant smile.
Yes,
and
he
I
does.
love it. It's so great.
Yes, he does.
I
saw him yesterday with that smile.
I get into a good mood when I see him riding his bike around.
Yep.
Although I did almost hit him one day because he came up Orange Street the wrong way. Luckily, I didn't. In any case, back to the Department of Revenue Financial Management Review, which I mentioned a few weeks back. We're going to be talking about that report. They gave us a report in July, and people hopefully have had a chance to really read it thoroughly. The Finance Committee talked about it a bit at a meeting a week or 2 ago, so the board's going to start talking about it. There are a number of recommendations in the report that they don't have to act on any of them, but if they want to, this is the time to talk about it. I hope I don't sneeze. I'm trying not to.
Okay.
Right here.
I thought they were yelling at me. It's so busy here right now in this spot. Anyway, but actually I think things have definitely slowed down a bit.
Yeah.
I'm starting to buy into the Nat Lowell theory that after August 15th there's a noticeable slowdown. So those are some items coming up at our meeting next week. We also have an end of year fiscal 12 budget report from the Solid Waste Enterprise Fund and the Sewer Enterprise Fund. There's a lot going on. We're getting ready, gearing up for the fiscal 14 budget, town meeting for the annual town meeting, capital projects, and lots of other things in between.
Okay.
I mentioned the Island Fair. I wanted to make, Hummock Pond Road. I can't believe I forgot
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Hummock Pond Road bike path construction is starting momentarily, basically. Every other week, we're going to be in with a report to the board on progress. The path is expected to be complete by, or pretty much complete so that you can at least ride on it by the end of June 2013. So it's very exciting. There was a pre-construction meeting earlier this week. People are geared up, ready to go. It's happening.
Good. We
So
got a
we're
lot of
very excited
locals
about
involved on this, or?
A lot of locals involved.
Okay.
Yes. Did you talk to Diane before you came out?
No.
Oh, because she was just mentioning it to me a few minutes ago. The contractor, was that a guy that barked? That guy
Yeah.
just barked. What does that mean?
I don't know.
It was probably you. In any case, the contractor for the project, Victor Brandon Corp., has hired numerous local contractors to do a lot of the associated work. So that's very exciting. And we want to also thank the Hummock Pond Association for a lot of their work. They did a lot of publicity and really getting the word out. They sold their stickers, and they were really active, and they had a Facebook page. So their help was great. And of course, we thank our anonymous donor, who obviously I can't name, but we're very grateful to that individual for their help.
Absolutely.
And I think that's all I can think of right now.
All right. Well,
So-
we're doing Channel 9, Geno 99 now.
Geno 99.
Coming up in a week.
What's the date?
I think it's the 12th.
September 12th?
Yeah.
Okay, September 12th, Geno 99.
So we'll be on 99.
That's cool. I like that.
It's all
name.
in the basic, but it's there.
Okay, terrific. Thanks very much. See you next time.